recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Did you guys miss me? I know you guys have. And if you didn't, you're lame. I missed you guys. Of course, of course. I'm back with another video. Hopefully, by now, I would have posted my creative manifestation video. But that's not the video we're talking about today. We're talking about where should I tell this? Our ideal selves or the ideal versus the realistic. Um, yeah, I have a lot of videos coming out soon. I'm planning for um I'm definitely finding my footing when it comes to YouTube and what I like to do. Like sitting down talking to you guys, amazing to me. So, I'm finding my footing. I kind of like this style video and I don't know, I'll just share what I've been meditating on. So, this week it has been idealism versus realism. And the reason I thought of this is because I feel like when I set goals or when I'm setting like, oh, this is how I want to be, this is what I want to embody, this is what I'm going to be doing, they're very realistic for unrealistic for where I am now. It's very much it's coming from my super ego or ideal self that I have in my head. I need to knock it down a few notches. I need to be real. So I know there's a lot of people who go through that same thing, whether you struggle with perfectionism or you're just an overachiever, you might can relate to this. Some signs this video is for you is you feel unhealthy in your body, such as aches, pains, you feel like things are not functioning properly in your body, whether it be any of your systems or like feeling like, just not right in your body. Like you don't feel your age. You just feel, what's going on? You have you hate slowing down or you're impatient. This could be in any part of your life that you feel like you have to go, 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 achieve, achieve, achieve. Um, or even mundane things like, ooh, hurry up and dry, like you're getting on my nerves, person in front of me, let me cut in front of you. Like whatever it is, like if you just have a lack of patience, this might be for you. If you feel confused or there's a lack of direction in your life, like you don't know which way to go, you don't know what avenue to take next, you're just kind of like going with the flow and you're just kind of like, "Ooh, I wish I knew where I was going with this. I wish I had a path. I wish where I knew where I was going." Um, so this might be for you if you're struggling with that. If you're dealing with if you're a planner but you don't take any action. I know. I see you. I see you. I sometimes get stuck in that too. Where you make all these grand plans, but do you do anything towards those? No. And it's real. It's real. It happens to a lot of us. We just get stuck at planning, but all the real work is done by doing the action. So if you're one of those people, this video is for you. I'm gonna need you to sit down. Okay. If you're healing from self-confidence or self-worth wounds, this video is from you for you. Whether that be inner conflict between your very much shadow self versus your higher self, um, old ways of doing things versus who you want to become and what you should be doing, or just old doubts and um, self beliefs, or that's just holding you back. This video should be for you. And so, if you feel resonated to stay and chat with me for a while, please do so. I think this can be a good video for a lot of different people to watch. But I feel like as I've been meditating on this idea this week, between like idealistic and realistic, a lot of people will resonate with this. I believe it's after Quitter's Day of the new year. I'm not really sure when Quitter's Day is. I think it's like January 13th or 19th, something along the lines. And so if you already gave up on your goals, like you haven't went back to the gym, or you stopped doing what you was doing, you need to be here. Let me hold your hand when I say this, okay? You need to be here. This is for you. But honestly, I'm just gonna delve into the video. I'm gonna start by saying whoever's watching this, you are very divinely protected. God got you. He's watching your back. Angels are watching your back. The universe has your back. Whatever you believe in, they got your back, and you're going to be just fine. I just felt the need to say that. But we're going to start off by talking about trust, and not even trust from other people, but trusting yourself and trusting God. I had this revelation. Ooh, there's something in my eye distracting me. I had this revelation like earlier this week, and I realized certain people were like texting me, and certain people were reaching out to me. It was like three people that reached out to me and was trying to like rekindle things and talk and hang out. And I was kind of like, I don't know. I was like talking to God, like, can I trust them again? Like, me and this person, we just fell off or we had a falling out. And so, can I trust them? Because I feel like when it comes to relationships, I have a hard time trusting whether this person is good or bad. And I had the real moment of clarity, and I swear it was God. I heard like, whether or not you rekindle that relationship with those people, it doesn't matter because it's not about trusting them. It's about if you trust yourself. And I was like, ooh, okay, okay, that's real. Do I trust myself to make the right boundaries with those people? Do I trust myself to know when to leave if those relationships aren't working out? Do I trust that I will be okay if those relationships don't work out? That's real tea. It's not about trusting them, it's about trusting you. And I don't know. I also thought about trusting God because at the end of the day, besides you, God is the only person, only entity, only being that understands you, sees you at your realest, truest form. So why not trust God? You know, because I mean, there's no hiding anything from God. I mean, you can try, you can run, but you can't hide. And so I don't know. Self trust and trusting God is the most important trust you can have. And I think we put too much trust on trusting other people, but a lot of it is ourselves. We need to really trust ourselves. That's what I want to start off with because I think a lot of this idealistic versus realistic um, discrepancy has to do with trust, like the mistrust and trust, and how far on the spectrum we go. Like I was in psychology class this week, and I forgot who the psychologist who came up with the idea about and like human development versus finding a good middle between like things like trust and mistrust. And I feel like there's times where you should be mistrustful. There's times where you should be trustful, and finding a good medium with yourself because you should put yourself should be your number one bet. Okay, so I really need y'all to really trust in yourself and believe in yourself and know that you're going to be okay regardless, that you're going to make the best decisions in your favor, and even if it doesn't work out, you can bounce right back. Okay. Okay. A huge part of this message is I think God is teaching a lot of people about patience and discipline simultaneously. I feel like a lot of us want to be go, 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 achieve, 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 next step, checking stuff off our checklist, but we never just really slow down, smell the flowers, and dedicate ourselves fully to anything. We just feel like we have to achieve, achieve, achieve. When life is not a checklist, it's literally just an experience you're meant to live. And I feel like I'm guilty of that too. I never really celebrate things that happen. Like even my birthday, I don't really feel like it's just another day. Like no, it's not. You gotta sometimes take time to just celebrate those milestones. And I feel like a lot of us are on to the next thing before we can really, you know, celebrate ourselves. Enjoy even the blissful moments of life that's just comes from like I don't know doing your skincare routine or just driving down the street and listening to your favorite songs. It's like we're supposed to enjoy those healing, very joyful moments where we find bliss. And I feel like a lot of us don't because we're too busy worrying about the future or worrying about completing something or worried about an ideal our ideal situation, where we're neglecting our present situation. Um, I'm also hearing don't hold off. Um, it's a part of your. This is a part of your healing. It's part of building a strong foundation for yourself when you can learn how to be patient and you can learn discipline by doing the same things you say you're going to do, doing the things, stop doing the things you said you're going to stop doing, listening to God when He's trying to coach you or lead you a certain way, and stop trying to build off of a false stability and instant gratification. I feel like this generation is really into like this instant gratification, and like it's not real, it's not fake. I mean, it's not real, it's not fake. It's not real, it's fake. Um I feel like all the social media we have and all the like, for instance, I'm gonna take the example of a casino. So with a casino, like you know how that feeling you get when you win, and you know there's games where there you can like win money quicker than other games, or you don't have to wait. It's kind of like instant gratification, like if you're spinning reels or something. And like we're just so used to getting something, the benefits of something immediately, that we kind of neglect like, okay, but what about those things that's going to take a while to achieve or a while to get the outcome of, because we've become people in a society that's so, I don't know, engulfed of what the outcome would be, that we overlook the actual journey of getting to a certain place. And for instance, for me, it's exercising. Let me just use me as an example. I don't like to exercise. It's not the funnest thing in the world to do. It's like, I could live without it, but I know I need to. Like it's good for my body and my mind and everything like that. But the thing hate the most about exercising is that after doing those exercises, the way my body be feeling, where's my butt getting lifted? Where's my abs? Where's the 50 pounds off the scale? All this work, all this pain I went through, all this uncomfortability, and you mean to tell me that I'm not at my goal weight after 2 times at the gym? Like, what do you mean? So I definitely understand like the instant gratification. You want things to happen quick. You want it to happen right now. But unfortunately, the best things in life takes time to build, to nurture, to water, and it's not going to happen fast. It's going to take some time. It's kind of like if you put a roast in the oven and you turn the heat up on high, and you just you just take it out the pack, out of the wrapping, you season it, you put it in the oven on high, and you let it cook for an hour. It's not going to be that great. But if you marinate your roast like for a few hours, you put it in the oven for a few hours and let it slow cook, even though you might be overwhelmed by the aromas that you can smell from the kitchen and you're ready to eat, it's going to be so much more flavorful and tender and juicy if you like when you wait. So it's kind of like with anything in life. Sometimes waiting is a good thing, and I feel like patience is really a virtue, because it's one of those things that's super duper hard, but we should never take for granted, because sometimes it really is about the journey and what you learn. And I think that's why some things are meant to take a long time, because it helps you build long lasting stability and not false stability. And you know how to like, I don't know, at this point it becomes a part of your habit, your routine, so on and so forth. So I just really urge you guys to be patient and reconnect with the now instead of being so concerned with the outcome, because the outcome, you know, it will eventually happen, but right now you have to focus on the now. And it's really not about the outcome that makes us want to reach it so fast. It's about the feeling associated with the outcome. For instance, I don't know, like the roast. Um, If the roast you come out, it's all good. It's savory. Everybody's complimenting your food. You so feel so proud of your accomplishment, and you feel so like you feel good about like, oh, I cooked a nice meal. Whereas if you while you're cooking, you're not going to be thinking like, oh, this is going to take for long. You might think that it's going to take so long. I wish you would hurry up. And you lose the process. But if you slow down and just cook, take your time. Like, yeah, I'm seasoning this perfectly. I know this recipe going to be good. Yep. And you're feeling that like feeling of gratification in those moments just by affirming yourself for whatever you're doing. Like it makes it less hard for you to get to the outcome. Or even with the gyms, like if you romanticize going to the gym and working out and you're finding what workouts works best for your body, and like you might be like, oh, this is not bad, like, I'm starting to feel good, I got an energy burst, um my skin is glowing, I feel lighter, I don't know, I'm having more frequent bowel movements, I don't know what the thing is, what would be for you. But then eventually you're gonna get your body, your dream body, and you're gonna be like, oh, like this is great. I'm at my goal, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like I actually enjoyed the journey, and now I have this habit of working out and taking care of my body that I can keep with me for the road, for the journey. And because life is a continuous journey. But I really urge you guys to question your old way of doing things and see how you can integrate patience and not being too consumed with the outcome. Um, because it's not about the outcome, it's about the journey, okay? So I have a quick activity I want you guys to do. So go grab a pen and a paper. There are two songs I've had in my heart for you guys to listen to, and one is called Confidently Lost by Sabrina Claudio. I actually have that song tatted right here. I think it's a beautiful song. And it's crazy because I haven't listened to it in so long. And the other day it came up while I was literally preparing for this video, like writing notes and stuff that I wanted to talk about. And I was just like, And that's why it's a sign like the loss of direction, confusion, because I feel like a lot of people feel lost right now. And I feel like God is telling you to just slow down. He's putting you on this season of just slowness so you can build a foundation, because it doesn't happen overnight. Um and then another song called Ocean by Rennie and Olivia Escuyos. I think that's how you say her name, Olivia Escuyos. It's a very beautiful song. I love that song. Um, it's very powerful, and I really urge you guys to listen to the lyrics of the song. Anyway, like I said, the activity. So first, we're going to do a visualization exercise, okay? I want you guys to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale, okay? Now get into your mental space of just visualization. You know, the thing you do in daydream? Yeah. So I need you guys to do that. And I want you to visualize your goals, and I don't know whether it be fitness or finance or anything. Just visualize it for a second. What that big account looking like? What that body looking like? What is the house you want to get? The car, the family, something. Visualize it. All right. Now, once you're done visualizing, I want you to write down, split your paper in half. For instance, I'm going to show you my note paper, but you see how it's sectioned off into four? I kind of want you guys to do that, okay? I want you to section it off into four. The top two is going to be idealistic, and one is going to be realistic. So, ideal self or ideal situation and real situation. So, we're going to use what we visualized. For instance, if you visualize yourself, and you were talking about your body goals, and you visualize yourself being built like Kim K, right? Oh yeah, when I lose this amount of pounds, I'm gonna be built like Kim K. Okay, write that on your ideal side. And I don't know, for the realistic side, be like, yeah, I want to lose 10 pounds, 100 pounds, but um, I don't know. I'm not. I don't have all the assets she does. So instead of looking like Kim K, I might look like, I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to name find somebody. Instead of looking like Kim K, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. somebody who mimics your body type and they're just in a smaller frame. I don't know. But um I want you to go down and write down like ideal habits you want to have. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to exercise every day for an hour. Like your ideal self, what you think you should be doing, or if you didn't have any restraints, emotions, or anything, what is the perfect thing you would be doing? And so I'll give you guys time to do that. Once you got finish your ideal, I want you to do your realistic. And I really need you to be honest with yourself and really think deep about what's actually realistic for you. For instance, I know I'm not exercising for 7 days a week. That's dead. I'm not doing that. You'd be lucky if I exercise 1 day a week. But yeah, for me, I was like, okay, yeah, I can commit to like 3 or 4 times a week for 30 minutes. That's more realistic to me than 7 days a week for an hour. And so I really want you guys to be honest with yourself and be like, yeah, where I am right now, this is what is achievable for me. This is what I can really do. It's realistic. And so I need you guys to just do that exercise. Go take your time with this and be very honest with yourself. Don't come from a place of your ego, but like from a very real place. If you're being honest with yourself, it's not like you have to tell anybody or anything. It's all about you and for you. All right. So once you do that, I want you to take a look at it and be like, okay, like just realize, like, okay, I may not be at the ideal, but what you're going to realize is the ideal and the realistic are just going to give you that same emotion that you want anyway. Your goal is to lose 100 pounds, and your ideal self wants to work out 7 days a week for 1 hour, but your realistic self wants to work out 3 days a week for 30 minutes. The end goal is going to be the same. You're going to lose the weight, and that feeling associated with losing the weight is going to be the same regardless if you did it the way your ideal self would have or your realistic self would have. It's never really about the outcome. It's really a feeling associated with that. So that's why I want you guys to look at your ideal way of doing something, your ideal self versus your realistic. Because I feel like we put too much on the outcome or put too many hard expectations on ourselves and wonder why we're stagnant or not moving forward. And a part of building a strong foundation is creating stability for yourself, whether that be in habits, routines, and also being holding space and grace for yourself and honoring all your emotions, whether it be like, I don't really feel like it, I don't feel good. Like, it doesn't matter. You need to really just honor yourself in all the phases. And so, being more realistic with yourself is how you do that. It's great to dream big, to achieve, but why work harder when you can just play smarter? And so, I really want you guys to think about that. Now, on the bottom two, I want you guys to write energy takers and energy givers because this is important too. Um, I've been thinking about this lately about what gives me energy and what takes it away. What made me think about this is because I have a friend and she's amazing. I love her so much. I love her down, okay? I feel like she's so intelligent, so calm. She's just she's just so inspirational and admirable to me. I really look up to her, and she's older than me, way older, not way older. That sounds bad, but like she is significantly older than me by like a decade. But is she embodies a lot of characteristics or traits that I want for myself. And whenever time I talk to her, I feel like I get energy, like I get a boost of energy, I get more motivation, I get more clarity about what I want. And so I'd put her communicating with her under the energy giver section. I also had another friend that like every time we would hang out, she would be trauma dumping. She wouldn't really listen to what I had to say. I was only there to call to hang out when she needed a shoulder to cry on. I was basically the emotional support pet for her. And so she was an energy taker. So I really want you, it don't have to be about people, it can be about things. I'm gonna give you an example like um hmm, an energy taker might be doom scrolling on TikTok or on social media, and now you're comparing yourself to all the things you see on social media, um, all the events that's happening around the world that's stressing you out. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel scared, and it's taking your energy when you can be using that energy to do something that gives you energy. Like I don't know, excuse me, like working out or reading or something like that. So I really want you guys to delve deep into what your energy takers and what are your energy givers because those are important to know. Um, I feel like when we're in stagnation or we're confused or we're in like a loss of direction type of thing, it's important to know where our energy is going to. And so my hope is by evaluating what gives you energy and what takes it, you'll see, I'm dealing with too much that's taking my energy instead of what's giving me energy. And that's why I feel like I'm stuck or I feel drained all the time. So I really want you to really be introspective about this and make a good list and you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm spending on way too much time on things that takes my energy. There's even prompts and stuff online that can tell you, ask ChatGPT like, oh yeah, name all the stuff she's been doing lately and ask like ChatGPT, what is the energy, which ones are energy givers and which one are energy takers. And I promise chat is going to put it in groups, categorize it for you, and you're going to see. So I wanted you guys to do this activities together or these two together, because I feel like it will help you align with what you need to be doing by taking intentional action. Because I don't want you to be stuck in the planning phase. I want you to be in the action phase. So by knowing what's realistic for your goals, being detailed and realistic, and knowing, okay, um, what gives me energy and what doesn't, because sometimes I realize for myself I struggle with completing my goals because I'm drained, and I have to realize that yeah, it's because I'm giving out more energy than I'm taking in. So I really want you to think, what am I going to replace the energy takers with? So either A, to get more energy, or B, to create room for like working towards my goals. um for instance, when I was talking about the two friends I had, I can spend less time with the energy taker friend and spend it with the energy giver friend. Um, or anything like that. Like I want you guys to really dig deep into that. And I also noticed when I did this myself, my goals, my idealistic versus realistic, had a lot to do with what things were giving me and taking my energy. And so you might see a connection with all this and start to realize, like, the things that give me energy, these are the things that I kind of want to work towards achieving more of. And the things that are taking my energy is like, I kind of want to let go, habits I want to break. And so I hope this exercise worked for you guys. I feel like it's a cool exercise. It brings you clarity and it makes you introspective and insightful about your own self and what's going on in your head. Because I know sometimes it can be very chaotic. And I just wanted you to compartmentalize some things for a second. And so you guys can, I don't know. I know it's hard for me to plan and take action when my mind feels frazzled. So I hope that gave you some clarity. So I'm going to tell you guys what you can expect by really digging deep into these things and taking action instead of planning, because I don't want you guys to get stuck on planning. Planning should be a 1 day thing. Next thing you know, you should be working, hustling, okay? Not really like hustling all the time, but committing to your goals. I feel like change will happen and healing that is deep and long lasting. No more band aids over deep wounds. It's going to be a real change, a transformative change, a change that's meant to last. I think that's what God is slowing a lot of people down for. is because I feel like a lot of us are taught to put band-aids over gunshot wounds where you need to really be taking time to mend that wound back together. And to do that, it's going to take more time. You don't get to just pour hydrogen peroxide on it and put a band-aid on it and call it a day. No, you got to get the bullet out. You got to, I don't know, make sure there's no more blood. I don't know, create a tourniquet or whatever. And you got to stitch it back up and then let it heal. So sometimes you really do have to slow down and just embrace the journey in order to build something that's strong and lasting. Another thing I expect or want you guys to get out of this at the end of the tunnel, I guess, is identifying your divine gifts and powers. Because I feel like we all have them, but oftentimes our energy takers um, mask or takes the energy away from finding or curating our gifts and using them. And so, if you give yourself more time to get more energy, then maybe you'll find out something new about yourself, a gift you didn't even know you had, a power you didn't even know you had, and so you can fully embrace it without anybody taking your energy. I also expect you guys to reconnect with what it means to experience real pleasure and be in the present moment. With slowing down, you have time to smell the flowers and to feel like the sensuality of it all, to embrace all your senses and just live in the moment and really appreciate everything around you, the way something smells, the way it feels, everything like that. So, slowing down could be a very good thing. It can bring up emotions that you didn't know you had. You can learn what you like, dislike, and you even start to notice things about yourself. So I really hope that you guys can reconnect with what real pleasure means, not instant gratification, but what it means to experience things in the natural realm, like outside with nature, within yourself, that brings you real joy. And even if it takes time, like, I don't know, drawing a beautiful picture, painting a beautiful picture, that you find joy in that moment and bliss in that moment. Because like I always say, joy is not something you always got to chase. It's something in the present with you. You just have to open your eyes to it and experience it and let yourself. But the ultimate goal is to build a strong foundation rooted in healthy habits, mindsets, and strength. And this is very important because in order to progress and grow, you need to have a good foundation. Imagine if, I don't know, the I don't know, what is that building called? The Burj Khalifa had a weak foundation. That big building, and it just came crumbling down as we were building on top of it, and the foundation was weak. That's really suck. And so sometimes it's okay to slow down to build a strong foundation and to get things your ducks in a row and ducks in order, and so that you can build on it later on. No matter how old or young you are, no matter where you are in life, we can all use a little renovation or a structural improvement. So it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And great thing about building a foundation and actually healing, not just masking and covering things up, is that if disaster strikes again, you know how to heal yourself, you know how to mend yourself. The process won't be as long. You know what to do. You know how to bounce back. And that's the beauty of it all. So I really hope you guys took something from this video. Um, Let me know how the activity goes for you guys, if you did it, and if there's any realizations you came up with. And I'm so thankful for you guys for watching and interacting with me. And go follow my Instagram, Miracle Unfiltered, because I'm going to be posting more things on there. I try to post more on there than on YouTube. And also, I'm coming up with my own rendition of the 75 Hard. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know. Follow me on Instagram. You can DM me. We can interact. I don't mind. So thank you for watching.